Ladies and gentlemen, you can call me Zero. Happy Saturday to the whole lot of yous. Hope you're having a good one so far. I was out last night drinking, my voice has survived, had some awesome Chinese food, and I've just come from an art gallery, believe it or not. I know, a northerner in an art gallery, who would have guessed? But the real art is actually happening here at Arrows, where we return for round 3 of the 2002 season, and what a season it's been so far. Currently, Giancarlo Fisichella leads the Drivers' Championship with 2 wins and 20 points to his name. He's immediately slotted into the team without any concerns whatsoever. We managed to cure his depression within 2 rounds, and all in all, we're getting the best out of all our assets, which is exactly what we've been building up to all this time. Let's take a look at the news. We won from pole last time out, which is... well, we deserve it. Pedro Diniz finished the race early due to an engine failure, which, you know, we kind of expected, but we didn't expect. After a reliability upgrade, kind of ironic. Benetton have re-signed David Coulthard. That means his career there will have stretched out beyond 3 seasons, so obviously he's fitting in like a dream there. Fisichella picked up the fastest lap. McLaren have signed Mika Hakkinen, so he's out of the wilderness, and Sauber have picked up Ralf Schumacher. Andrea Montemini will be moving from Stewart to Williams. He's not been too bad at Stewart, to be fair, but still, step up to Williams is big deal. That means he's replacing either Johnny Herbert or Eddie Irvine. Adrian Newey is potentially going to Jordan. That would be a very decisive signing for them. And Jackie Stewart is Manager of the Month. We can't seem to catch a break. So we have many things to repair. That much we know. Let's see where we are with design. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. We've got testing to run. So let us test. As if 'twere 1999. Tyres are still a big focus for us. We want good news on the tyre front. I'm not sure if we can reduce their setup testing even further. To be quite frank, let's try it for 1 round. See what we're capable of. Oh, easy, look at that, and we've managed to fill both bars, which is exactly what we wanted. Alright, everything's good here. Yep, okay, super. So we want to deploy those points straight away. Right, let's sort this engine out even more. We will put power, reliability, responsiveness, and rigidity. We'll move it up in line, I guess. Now tyres, here's a very good question. Do we go for... oh, we've got a new compound, soft. That's excellent. That is excellent. I'm going to spend these points on the intermediate tyres. 2 on grip. 2 on temperature. 1 on tyre life. I think that's reasonable. The reason, you might be wondering, why didn't I perfect the soft tyre early? The reason for that is that we have 5 improvement points here, but only 4 slots in that tyre, so we would have lost 1. And there's no point to lose 1 this early in the season. Our new compound for the hard tyre is still way off where we want it, and the wet is miles off as well, so we've got a lot of work to do there, but the intermediate is sort of passable now. No new fuel from Esso. They have been nothing but an annoyance for us for the duration of our relationship. Let's see if everything's going good there. Yep. Okay. Now we're going to drop a lot of money, and I have spent a lot of money. I've spent about, it looks like, about 1.3 million this turn. We spent a lot because that testing was expensive, but we're making the investment early in the season so that the improvements we make can carry us through, and that's something that hopefully we've learned in our time together, that there's a correct time and a wrong time to make any investment in this game. Whether that's testing, whether that's a cash investment, whether that's investing in an unproven driver. I'm going to put all cars back to... No, actually I won't. Let's see how we're doing in Sponsorville. The Mercedes contract is slow burn. We've got tyres sorted, and hopefully we're going to make some progress now on this 2-season deal with Mobil. The 2-season deal at PIAA it's on its way. We want to pick up Danker ideally, and HSBC as well, so we've got a lot of work to do there. We're inviting the right people, it seems so. This means, you know it, I know it, it's race day. We're going to be looking closely at McLaren. We're going to look for servo brakes, I think. The drivers will continue to have them pushing. No reason so far not to. 3 points there, 1 point here, 1 point here. So 1 on speed, 1 on downforce, 1 on braking, 1 on hot weather, and 1 on cooling. Obvious reasons for all those decisions, I hope. We'll bring out the second evolution Peugeot engine and the new soft compound tyre, and we'll bring new wets along for the ride as well. We didn't really get a comprehensive test of the hard tyre last time out, and we know it was okay in qualifying. We didn't see its performance in the race, but I'm going to shift Inez back to the soft tyre. I don't see the point of hampering him until we've got a better compound of hard tyre to test. Right. And at some point this season, I think I will do a full live coverage episode again, where we look at qualifying and we look at the race in detail, because this is the glory year. I'm not sure which round yet. I'll try and squeeze it in when I have time. Anyway, 21 degrees, very dry, all interesting factors, no doubt. So again, third for Giancarlo Fisichella in qualifying. 2/10 off Johnny Newhouse's pole position in the McLaren. David Coulthard's Benetton takes second, snatching it away from us by a narrowest of narrow margins. Luca Badoa out-qualifies Pedro Diniz, bit of a concern there. And Eddie Irvine rounds off the top 6 for Williams, leading home his teammate by less than a tenth. Gianno Trulli is having a bumpy start at Benetton in 8th. Andrea Montemini puts his Stewart 9th, and again the Minardis are breaking the top 10. Jordan is at 12th and 13th, not a happy Alex Wurz, I would wager. And Tyrrell and Prost are propping up the timesheets, although Damon Hill was 4/10 of a second faster than Esteban Tuero in qualifying. There's going to be some bargains coming up at the end of those contracts, I feel. Temperature has gone up and the clouds have come out, which means we could see some rain during the course of the race. We'll do the usual strategy call. Okay, fingers crossed. We got something. Just a third for Pedro Diniz. It's a 1-2 for McLaren, Johnny Newhouse and Luca Badoa. Badoa catching quite nicely to Johnny Newhouse there, actually, only a 2 seconds-ish gap. And he finished 4/10 ahead of Pedro. We had electronics failure on Fisichella's car. Bit of a bummer, but I still think he has to be the favourite for Drivers' Champion this year. We just have to keep developing. It was quite a high attrition race with only 13 finishers, and the Tyrrells of Esteban Tuero and Damon Hill finishing last and 3 laps down, lapped by everybody up to and including the car in 11th position, Michael Schumacher's Ferrari. Several hydraulic failures, gas failures, and suspension failures there. Both Prosts, both Saubers failing to finish. We lost to Jordan, a Benetton, a Minardi, and an Arrows as well. So now Johnny Newhouse and Giancarlo Fisichella are joint first in the Drivers' Championship. Pedro then is sitting fourth, but really third. And we are now second in the Constructors' Championship by a single point, because this again shows the importance of consistency in getting both cars in the points. I'm just going to scan the news for anything particularly interesting. Both Williams finished in the points, which was good for them. Benetton have signed Fond Metal. Other than that, nothing new. Okay, so we have much less work to do. We've got a brake upgrade, which is good. I'm going to work on another reliability upgrade. We are speeding quite nicely through the development stage of our B-spec. We're not going to have it for Monaco, sadly, but we're getting there. Hopefully this car is legal, which will give us a chance to really boost performance later in the season. Let's see what's going on elsewhere. Any new fuel? We could do with a new fuel, to be honest, we really could. Okay, so testing time, obviously. 262,000, no reason not to do full testing once again. We will do... yeah, that looks good. Close but no cigar on the Forschung, but the engine and the tyres we're really making progress on. We're going to do another Revolution engine. And on the tyre front, I think we have to go for the wets. We'll go for grip. Okay, still a lot of work to do on the wets. Still some serious work to do on the hard compound, and on the intermediates I think there's definitely room for improvement as well, but making progress. Let me save the game. Don't want crashes to happen. So, that's all that sorted. We need more spare parts. Now the consensus so far is you guys are quite happy not to upgrade the factory. I'll be honest with you, I am considering overruling on that one, because although we're kind of able to lead the championship now with what we've got, it's Formula 1, it's a development race, and it's hardly like we're dominant necessarily, it's just that we have the things in place best to do what's necessary to win races in the early season. As things progress, you know, we have to keep pedal to the floor really. It's going to cost us 461,000 per Grand Prix. What kind of profit are we turning right now? Half that. Yeah, okay, no, it's going to push us into a loss. Okay, good call, good call. We need a better paying team sponsor going forward, I think. So, testing is complete. We built that upgrade, right? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, hopefully we have a better time at San Marino. That would be my hope. And ideally we want a double podium. We can't continue this trend of only having one car finish. On the engine front, progress is slow. On the fuel front, progress is slow. On the money front, it's a little bit better, but we're still too slow. Let's see if we can't boost the department at all. We can have to do some firings, but sometimes that is necessary. Gotta break a few eggs to have an omelette, as they say. I'm gonna do that in all departments. We never make a decision about John Barnard. I think I'm going to drop the coin. I'm going to drop the coin on John Barnard. I think our position is too fragile to go backwards in terms of department heads. going to repair all 3 cars because of reasons. We've discovered servo brakes, level 2 servo brakes, which we will complain about because we can't copy them. Let's see if they've got traction control. Okay, we're going to keep pushing. I don't know if that's necessarily exacerbating our problems. I'm going to set the cars up a bit differently as well. Because again, we've got to learn how our car functions, and at the moment we've done a fairly bad job of that historically. We've got a new intermediate compound, that's the one I wanted. Okay, everyone is happy. Both cars are on the soft compound. Although I am tempted to try Deniz on the hard, as we discussed. No point needlessly hampering him at this stage. Let's rock. "21 degrees and dry." Again, not our usual comfort zone. Fisichella manages to put it second, but Deniz languishes way down in 7th. Only 0.4 of a second between them, but that was enough to let Eddie Irvine's Williams, both Benettons of Coulthard and Trulli, Luca Pdoiums' McLaren come between us. We were about 1/10 off the back of Johnny Newhouse's McLaren, but we do tend to be faster in race trim than quali trim, historically. So let's see if we can make that happen. Temperature has dropped a degree. It's a fresh tyre party. There ain't no party like a fresh tyre party, because a fresh tyre party doesn't stop. Let's hope we don't stop out on track. Pdoiums. That's what we wanted. That is what we wanted. Giancarlo Fisichella takes the win on a 135.21.182 ahead of Pedro Deniz on a 135.30.188. The gap between them not as huge as I feared it might be. And if we had Deniz and an inferior driver to Deniz, finishing in a 1-2, Deniz was still fast enough to finish first ahead of Johnny Newhouse's McLaren by a full 10 seconds and 3/10. Luca Pdoiums puts it 4th, so another double points finish for McLaren. Jarno Trulli 5th for Benetton, and Johnny Herbert picks up point for Williams again. The Jordans have moved up, finishing 8th and 9th. And the Sauber of Jean Lacey was actually the last finishing car, teamed up with Marini's Prost and Hill's Tyrrell at 3 laps down, lapped by everyone up to and including Andrea Montemini Stewart in 13th. So it seems McLaren have established themselves as our closest contender, but Benetton can't really be ruled out. Fisichella returns to the top of the Drivers' Championship where he belongs. Deniz grabs 3rd, 8 points behind Johnny Newhouse. And we return to the top of the Constructors' Championship as well. That's where we want to be. So let's take a look at the sponsors. We have a success card which I'm going to drop immediately on this engine deal because it is not going the way we want it to. Very close to that Works fuel deal, which I'll be very annoyed if we don't pick it up. On the money front, I think we're 1 round away from picking up both those deals, and then we can get to work on other cash money sponsors that we can whore ourselves to. I'm going to grab some more people to work in the construction department and some more superior designers. We're spending a lot of money on staff, but that's the way it should be. Okay, looking good. Let's see how things are in design land. Next year's car's coming along like a dream. Oh, actually, I was wrong because round 5 is Spain, so we will have an upgrade package for Monaco, which is good because we've got sponsors to impress, man. Got to press the flesh. Okay, so we're putting that upgrade into the wind tunnel. And it's actually for slow corners, so Monaco is perfect timing to get that out. Reliability, that's not even a word. Our reliability upgrade is complete, and we're going to build another one. Because we can upgrade if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. I'm going to build up a whole bunch of spare parts, and then I'm going to call it an episode until tomorrow, because I'm going to go and make salt and pepper chicken. And if you don't know what that is, it's incredible, but it's a pain in the bollocks to make, and I'm going to be cooking for about an hour and a half. So I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend so far. Please, on my behalf, do something incredible tonight. Treat yourself, go out to the cinema, stay in with a loved one, do whatever. Just make sure you have fun, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.